field measured sketches so that you can create accurate cutting lists for trim and panels. Very handy feature, and you'll be amazed at what you're capable of doing with this. Let's start a new job. That's the result we want, and the sketch on the side is what we're working from. So that was sent by email, and now we wish to digitize this from scratch. Now the whole thing is in 2D. To try and reconstruct that in 3D takes far too long, and as a consequence you probably wouldn't do it. So we go to back to our main menu, construct roof, digitize or track outline 2D, and just start anywhere on screen, it doesn't matter where, and you get the track outlines box. Now the key to this function is this button here, the horizontal vertical button. Select that. Now I'm going to digitize the left hand side of this shape, and the horizontal distance will be 152 inches and from our start point. And notice we have a function here called resultant distance. Well, in effect that will be the hypotenuse of a triangle, and in this case the hypotenuse is 198 inches. So then we hit OK, and the software needs to know then what side will the line head off in, and in this case it will head off in that direction. The next we do straight down 258.25 inches, and then it gets tricky again. It steps over 106, and it then results in a length of 204, so we use horizontal vertical. The horizontal distance will be minus 106 inches, and the resultant distance 204 inches. We hit OK, and which side of there do we want it out here? And the next one is also, whilst it's drawn essentially vertically, it's not. There's an offset there of 22 inches between this length and this length. So we use the same function, horizontal vertical. The horizontal distance will be minus 22 inches. That's the difference between the two distances. It was hard to say. And the resultant distance will be 64.87, which is 7/8, and 875 if we're going to get really accurate inches. And we hit OK. Again, which side will it be? It'll be up here, and you're starting to see how this works. The next one, the offset of the two lengths, 128 to 152, that's 24 inches. Click on horizontal vertical once more. Horizontal distance will be minus 24 inches, and the resultant distance will be 44.25 inches. Okay, and it's up that way. And the easiest way to finish off, simply close and close straight. So there's our perimeter, and that's on the flat. It's 2D. Finish. It will be a metal roof, zero pitch, and there is the first bit of our geometry. The next I'll do the hip end, and I'll start somewhere about there. Again, using the same function, horizontal vertical. The horizontal distance, well, I'm not sure what that is, but we have a vertical distance, 152. Actually, minus 152. And resultant distance is 198 inches. And we hit OK, and which way is that heading? It's over here. And we're going to do that again for the next bit. So the vertical distance in this case is going up, 152, no minus or horizontal. Resultant change all those perimeter lines, could be anything. What we need to do is change line type. So to do that, we go to Tools, Change Line Type, and first of all we want to put a ridge in, so we'll put a ridge there. Now let's change the first one to